Welcome back friends. So continuing our previous video, in this video we will configure PHP web admin on Hmailserver. So let's see how to do that. So right now I am on a server and I have downloaded the ZAMP version. It's a 64-bit version and it's the latest version. So you can just go to the Google and type for the ZAMP download and you will get the download. So we will install ZAMP on this server. So let me open this and we will try to install it. This is the same server where we have installed our Hmail software. So it will give you a message and you can just click on next, and ZAMP directory will be created inside C drive. Click on next, and after that it will take some time to get installed. So let me pause the video until it get installed. Now it is installed and let me click on finish and save. Now you can see the ZAMP server is installed completely. In order to work Hmail properly with the web browser, we have to make some settings and changes. So what are those changes? These are the changes, like copy the Phpwebadmin folder from the Hmailserver to the CWWW root, or if we are using ZAMP folder, that means we have to put that inside the htdocs. So let me do that. And also for editing the PHP file, I have downloaded this version of Notepad++ and I have installed it. So let me go with the first step and go to the C drive, go to the program files inside the Hmailserver, and you see the Phpwebadmin is here. We can just copy this and go back to the C drive, and we have to paste this inside this ZAMP folder inside htdocs, and we can just paste it here. So if you try to open this folder now, I don't think it will get open. It will give you an error. So let's give a check, a trial check. Localhost Phpwebadmin, because I think our ZAMP is not running. Let me turn it on. I have started the services and let me try. It says config dist.php has to be renamed to config.php. Okay, let's do this step, and this file is found inside the Phpwebadmin root folder. So no problem, let me go inside this folder Phpwebadmin, and I will just tap on C and I'll see the config -dist.php is there. You have to just rename it and make it as a config.php. Now we have done that, but still we will not be able to open it. And the next thing, we have to edit this file and we have to give this as a name, like which path or name you want to give this URL. And I'll just copy this and we will go and copy this as a localhost Phpwebadmin, and here also we have to type the localhost. So let me do that. It's localhost So now the URL has been set, and I'll save this file. Okay, and now we have one more requirement. If we go to this, we have step 2, we have done this. We have copied our folder. Step 1 and 2 has been done, but also we have to do this. Extension has to be there inside the php.ini file. So let's go to the php file, and that will be inside the zamp. If we go to the zamp folder, go to the php, and you will find php.ini file there. So I think, see here, we cannot find the extension. What we can do, we can just click on view, and we can just check this file name extension, and now we will see the extension. Now we have this php.ini file. We'll go and right click, and we'll click with edit with notepad. So you can just try to do a control F and search for extension. Okay, the spelling is wrong. Okay, let me put this file here. Extension.php, copy, and I'll put this file here. Make sure you will find it default by on the line like 885. So you can paste it here and just click on save. And let me close this. We can also close this, and let me try to restart our zamp service. Let me try to, okay, so now we are able to open that page. And let me log in with the administrator. It's the same account where we logged in with the, see here, if you see all the settings here, status, domain, rules, settings, utilities, and logout is here. That means you can manage this server by through webadmin, and you can also make like changes from another computer. Like if you do some changes, if you don't want to do with the local host, you can change some name. That changes you have to do in a DNS. If I go to the DNS and I want it to be changed by some name, let me see, I'll put that my email, yeah, or a local email, as a local email. You can just go to the gogreens.online, and we will create just a CNAME, and I'll type local mail. That is a local mail.gogreen.online, and we will point it to our host A record, or same as a parent. This will be the name, and make sure you have to open the port 80 for this. Let me check if we can open it with what the name I have given here is local mail. Local mail /php webadmin. See here, it's not on a local host, now it's on a local mail. That means the DNS is working fine and you can manage. You can just go with the another computer, and if you type this local mail php web admin, you will able to log in on the another computer on the same network, like on a LAN network. You can open this URL, and if the port 80 is open on the firewall of the server, you can go to the another computer and log in with this username password for on this URL, and you can manage your HMail server from there as well on a browser. So in the next video we will see the DNS setting. The most important part of the HMail server is DNS setting, and through which we can send email outside, and outside email can come to our organization.